Welcome back to MangaFlick. In today's video, we're diving into Chapter 4 of the Dandadan manga, an action-packed chapter that takes the craziness to the next level. If you're new here or missed the earlier chapters, don't worry, I've got you covered. I've added the links to my previous videos in the description, and you can also click the I button right here to catch up. Now let's jump right into the madness of Chapter 4 and break it all down. Stick around till the end for some fun theories and analysis. The next morning, training began. Out of nowhere, Okarun shouted, "Miss Ayase, I need to use the bathroom." "Then just go," Seiko replied. But Momo explained, "If anything blocks my view, the curse will break loose." "So, you'll have to watch him," Seiko said matter-of-factly. "I don't want to," Momo complained, groaning in frustration. "I don't want to show you either," Okarun shot back, clearly embarrassed. Seiko turned to Momo and asked, "How exactly are you suppressing the curse?" Momo explained, "I can see his blue aura. I grab hold of it and squeeze until it gets smaller, and that keeps the curse under control." She continued, "Everyone has an aura, though the color is different for each person. Even rocks have their own aura, and I can grab those too." "That sounds kinda limited," Seiko remarked. "I thought your powers would be much stronger." "They were," Momo replied. "When I first discovered them, it felt like I could do anything. Whatever I imagined became reality. I was invincible, but over time, it faded. Now, all I can do is grab auras." Hearing this, Seiko leaned in with a curious look. "Close your eyes," she instructed, "but the curse will break free if I do." Momo protested. Seiko crossed her arms and explained, "You're relying on your eyesight too much. That's the problem. Use your other senses, like touch. When you grab someone's aura, try to feel it with your skin." Momo tightened her grip on Okarun's aura. "It's cold," she muttered. "Good," Seiko encouraged. "Now, slowly close your eyes. Keep your focus and try to reach for it. Feel it." Momo hesitated but obeyed. "How am I doing?" she asked, her voice uncertain. Seiko glanced at Okarun, who was starting to change. "Well, he's transforming." Momo's eyes widened in panic. "Then I'm failing," she cried, her grip on Okarun's aura faltering. Seiko frowned, realizing her plan wasn't working. She couldn't deny the situation was spiraling out of control. "Miss Ayase, I can't hold it anymore," Okarun screamed, visibly distressed. Seiko raised an eyebrow. "Well, Momo, he's about to have an accident. What are you going to do about it?" Momo stammered, but before she could respond, Okarun bolted. "Forget it. I'm finding a toilet," he yelled. Moments later, as Okarun handled his business, the bathroom door was left halfway open, ensuring Momo could see his aura and keep the curse under control. Both of them avoided eye contact, their faces flushed with embarrassment. "This is the worst," Okarun muttered. "You think this is fun for me?" Momo shot back, equally mortified. While all this chaos unfolded, Seiko couldn't shake her concern. The plan to defeat Turbo Granny was shaky at best, and she wasn't sure if Okarun's body modifications would hold up under the strain. Lost in thought, Seiko suddenly felt lightheaded. Momo noticed something unusual. Her grandmother was standing beside her, and blood was dripping from her nose. "Grandma, are you okay?" Momo asked, worried. Before Seiko could respond, Momo's attention shifted to the bathroom. Her eyes widened in horror as she saw it. Turbo Granny, her sinister grin stretching unnaturally wide, peeking through the half-open toilet door. Momo froze in terror, her breath hitching. Her blood ran cold as the yokai locked eyes with her, a chilling presence radiating from the door. "Grandma, Turbo Granny's here! Turbo Granny is here! Grandma!" Momo shouted, her voice trembling, but Seiko didn't respond. She stood still, unblinking, as though frozen in time. "Grandma, say something!" Momo pleaded, her panic growing. Suddenly, Turbo Granny's voice broke the eerie silence, her tone laced with malice. "It's no use, girl. That's just her shadow. Right now, time flows only for you and me." Momo turned to face Turbo Granny, her fear intensifying. The world around her felt heavy and distorted, as though she was trapped in a nightmare. "What are you doing to my grandma?" Momo demanded, her voice shaking with anger and fear. Turbo Granny chuckled darkly, her grin spreading wide. "Heart attack? Stroke? Or something else entirely? Why don't you choose how she'll die?" Momo's eyes widened in horror as Turbo Granny continued. "My curse is quite contagious, transmitted through Okarun. Anyone he looks at can carry my mark." "Do not take me lightly, child," Turbo Granny snapped. "I won't give you more time. If you want to settle this, come to the tunnel tonight." With those final words, Turbo Granny vanished into thin air, and the world snapped back to normal. Seiko gasped as she noticed blood trickling from her nose, and she seized the burnt talisman at the door. What just happened?" she asked, her voice unsteady. Momo quickly explained everything she had seen and heard. Seiko's expression darkened as the weight of the situation settled in. "So she's using Okarun as her anchor." Her voice was calm but resolute. "This is worse than I thought. We need to act before she makes her move." Seiko knelt down, clasped her hands together, and began chanting fervent prayers to her god, performing a series of intricate rituals. After a while, she stood and handed Momo and Okarun sets of unusual clothing. Momo frowned. "Do I really have to wear this?" Okarun groaned. "I can't even see properly with this thing on. How am I supposed to fight? Seiko says. Think of these as bulletproof vests for spirits. They'll protect you from Turbo Granny's attacks. Without them, you're walking into a death trap. You two are like amateurs stepping into a ring to fight a professional wrestler, without any training. If you're not careful, you won't survive. We've already defeated aliens, Momo protested, crossing her arms, but Seiko remained unconvinced. Aliens? Please, that's just nonsense. As Momo and Okarun prepared to leave, Seiko suddenly pulled Momo into a hug from behind. Her voice softened, and she whispered gently in her ear, "Promise me, don't die, okay?" She nodded firmly, steeling herself for what lay ahead. As they made their way to their destination, Seiko quietly prayed to her god, "Please, watch over them." The tunnel was far from their home, so they decided to travel by train to conserve their strength for the battle ahead. Okarun, feeling embarrassed, noticed everyone staring at them because of their strange costumes. "I will never forgive Turbo Granny," Momo muttered, her voice filled with anger. "She tried to hurt someone I care about. I'm going to defeat her, and I'm going to make sure she pays for what she did." Alright, that's it for Chapter 4 of Dandadan. This series just keeps getting crazier, doesn't it? Let me know your favorite moment from this chapter in the comments. If you enjoyed this breakdown, give it a like and hit subscribe to MangaFlick for even more manga content. Don't forget to tap the bell so you're notified as soon as I upload. And if you need to catch up on previous chapters, I've added the links in the description and the I button up here. Go check them out. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Keep reading and stay awesome.